Hello. So I just got into Discord on my computer for the first time, so I can now record myself doing Discord trivia bots. Now, as you can see, I've done it quite a lot, but yeah. So this is the first time I can actually record myself doing this. So let's begin. Start with geography. And here we are. Capital City, Denmark, Copenhagen. Okay. Alright. And then you have to wait 20 seconds after you answer the question before the next question comes up. So. Okay, Malaysian city comment. It's gotta be Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so you get 4 points for answering a question right away. So if you don't answer the question within 20 seconds, it gives you a hint. And then after another 20 seconds, it gives you a second hint, which may or may not be more helpful. Usually they're more helpful. Sometimes there's one clue, there's one hint that isn't so helpful. But we'll find out if we see it or not. But yeah, Panama, because of the bend, is the only place in the world where one can sunrise a Pacific and set in the Atlantic Ocean, or does it want me to say Caribbean? Okay, no, it did want me to say Atlantic. Okay. Okay, Oregon. Alright, can we get 20? Can we get 20 out of 20 points in this round? Let's see. Okay, sea is actually the largest lake in the world. Caspian. Caspian Sea. They're very strict sometimes. Sometimes you have to type in the full answer and it won't accept just the first answer. It's happened many times. Okay, let's switch it up. I'm going to do literature now. Okay, Papillon is, oh shoot. Now, Henry Chartier was the person who was behind it. That's not the guy who wrote it. Or, no, it's Henry, how do you spell his name? Henry Chartier or someone. How the heck do you spell his name? Henry short. Yeah, this is the unhelpful second hint. It's Henry Charente. I can't spell his name. I can't spell his name, unfortunately, so my streak is going to end. Henry Charrier. Yeah, I knew it was like right there. I couldn't quite get his name correct. It's a very tricky one to spell. And the second hint was the unhelpful hint. So a little E.B. White. E.B. White. It wants the full name. Are you serious? Like, Trivia Bot can be full of shit sometimes. Alright. Edward something, or Ethan. Alright, it's give me Pig Lantern. Pig Lantern is also a second hint. So Elwyn Brooks White. That's really hard. You have to type in the full name. There you go. That's how Trivia Bot can be very strict at times. But yeah, that's why it goes so big in a Ferber. And that is a record time. Okay. Okay, Dr. Daring sing this to you. Let's see the hints. I read a lot of Dr. Seuss, but not this one. Okay, yeah, happy birthday. Okay. And it took me a while. I didn't see the first hint because I'm used to doing this on my phone or my iPad, and like I wasn't looking all the way down. I'm used to seeing. Yeah, it took me. I didn't initially catch it, but here we go. Okay, Robert Blank in San Francisco born. Okay, poet. Robert Lowell. No, Robert Frost. That was Robert Frost. Interesting, he was actually born in San Francisco. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do 5 more literature. I'm gonna do more literature than geography because a lot of the geography questions are easy. Dick and Jane's dog. Okay. That's Oh, is this Dick Tracy, Gnasher? No, Gnasher's Dennis the Menace's dog. What's the... It was Spot. It was Spot. You know, I was about to guess Spot, but, like, it was... You know, that's actually the first time that the scrambled answer was actually the answer, and the scrambled answer was the first time I saw the scrambled answer wasn't actually scrambled, but it was the actual answer. Yeah. But anyway, yes. So, all right. Robert Heinlein dies of heart failure at age 80. Let's say 70, 71, 72. Unless it's actually more recent than that. Winter Olympics in Sapporo is 72. Number initial contestants and survivor. Yeah, let's try 92. Maybe 20 contestants. 18 contestants. There was 88. Okay, so 14 contestants on the original survivor. Okay. When the answer is a number, the second hint, it'll either do Roman numerals or octal or hexadecimal or binary. Godfather Mario Puzo. In exactly 5 seconds. Okay, juxtaposition fractal mode. I know those titles. Shoot. I've seen those titles before. I hope I get helpful hints. I hope I get helpful hints. Titles on P. It's not gonna be Percy Shelley. Actually, even though it is 12, I don't think it's is it? No. P. Alright, please give me Pig Lantern. Piers Anthony, that's it. Yeah. I knew I've seen those titles before. Okay, John Reed, Mexican Russian born. Alright. Let's try 1890, 1891, or 1892. There's no way he was less than 20 during World War I. End of the American 1865. Number of letters in the Hebrew alphabet is 28, so that would be 18. Okay, or no, it's 22 in the Hebrew alphabet, so 1887. Oops, 1887. Okay. I got the Hebrew alphabet mixed up with the Arabic alphabet. Arabic's 28, Hebrew's 22. Okay. And I just made it in time in the 2-point threshold, 39.90. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to geography now. Alright, let's go. Guayaquil, Ecuador. Okay. Okay, off the coast, which one? Okay, Turkey. Okay, I guess that does want Greece then. What? Oh, because it wants Turkey A. See, this is trivia bot can be a pain in the ass sometimes. Okay. Okay. Bahamas. The Bahamas. Go fuck yourself. I think it's just, the way that, people submit their own questions to the game, and sometimes, and, they want you to, they're very strict, and you have to type it, exactly what they have. And, they're so strict by that. Ogdensburg is the only city in the United States situated in this river. This is going to be a very obscure one. Alright, well, hopefully I get helpful hints. I recently watched the train wreck episode with the school at St. Lawrence. Yeah, I recently just watched the train wreck episode on Netflix with that. Or no, it wasn't a train wreck episode. It was called, what was it? It was the program. That's what it was called, and it took place in Ogdensburg, New York. But yeah, it's in the far north of New York, and I should have had St. Lawrence right away, but it's hard to believe because I would have thought that there were more cities in the U.S. on the St. Lawrence. Yeah. Wembley Stadium, London. Again, again, I didn't see it pop up. Like I was, like, I'm used to doing trivia bot on my phone or tablet or iPhone, and the question, like, it pops up, like it scrolls up, but it doesn't like pop up like that, and it's easy for me to miss it when it initially comes up. But yeah. Okay, let's go back to literature. Alright, Divine Comedy, Dante. Doesn't want me to put it. Okay, no. Doesn't want me. Dante Cephesus. Didn't need me to put Alighieri. Alright. Okay, Nero Wolf is Rexed out. And that is a record time. Second record time in this video. Okay, so now the Bergerac. Okay, the Brethren that's John Grisham, right? Yes, and that is another record time. Doing pretty well. Okay, zoologist and writer Gerald Durr, in which Greek island is it Corfu? Yeah, it was Corfu. Okay. Can we hit 20 questions in a row? Alright, okay, I'm gonna go back to geography. Can I get 20 in a row? Let's see as a ram as its emblem. That's too broad. It could be anything. Like, let's just see. Maybe the first hint will help. Okay. Derry? That was Derby, okay. Alright, that's 20 in a row. Okay, Yugoslavia is bordered by how many other countries? Was bordered. Alright, well, I don't need to work it out, I can just guess. That was 7, okay. It's easy when it's a small number because you can just go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and yeah. Okay. La Paz, Bolivia. Okay. Okay, let's group both these coasts as southern South America. Falklands. Falkland Islands. Oops, mistyped there. Islands. Okay, that was rough, because I typed in Falklands, I wanted Falkland Islands, and then I accidentally typed in Falkland Islands without the S. So, that was pretty brutal. But I still got 4 points anyway. Mount Kosciuszko, Australia. Alright. Actually, no, that doesn't get it. We're not going to get above 100 in this round, because that was question 5 out of 5. I'm going to keep doing geography and see if I can beat 30 questions in a row. Alright. Just have to be patient. Okay. Yep. Let's do, okay. So is the only part of the United States by treaty. Alaska, right? No. Or is it Louisiana? Louisiana Purchase, or Florida, Adams-Onis Treaty. No? Oh, is it... What state is the only part of the United States by treaty? What do they mean by that? Hawaii, or what do they want? Texas. Okay, that's a bit confusing, because, like, you have the Adams-Onis Treaty, which gave you Florida. And that's... I don't understand. Because, I mean, Treaty of Guadalupe, Hidalgo, I guess it was thinking of, but, like... I mean, the Adams-Onis Treaty was obviously a treaty.
Are you too hot down here?
No, I'm fine.
Alright. Because it feels awfully warm to me.
Okay. English name was Elgar High School. So, is this named after Edward Elgar? I'll just guess, English cities. And just... Okay, Winchester. Or, Westminster. It's not Wolverhampton. What? It's not Winchester. Oh, Worcester. Oops. There we go. Okay. Very close. 39.83. Just narrowly getting the 2 points there. Capital Tasmania, Hobart. Okay. Chrysanthemum Dynasty, Japan. Okay. European scene, sometimes Venice of the North, Stockholm, St. Petersburg. Or is it Rotterdam? Or Amsterdam? That's Amsterdam. Yeah. I still got 4 points anyway. Alright. Okay. Can we beat our all-time streak? Alright, let's guess Australian states. New South Wales. It was New South Wales. Okay. Actually got on the first try. There we go. So now we're tied. Can we actually beat our streak? Okay, highest population density, Singapore. Okay, that is a new personal best on the streak. 31 questions and counting, and has beaten their personal best. Okay, bought from the Native Indians, Manhattan. $24, 48 guilders by Peter Minuit. Okay, it's the 27th most populous city. So, which one? City proper or metro area? Do they want city proper or metro area? I mean, either way, I'll get it once the first clue comes up. I'll immediately have it. But I just want it, yeah. Moscow. Or, no, it's Mumbai. Okay. Yeah, I think it's, by, where is Dizengoff Square? Okay. What language is that? Sounds Dutch, German? The Hague? No, it's not The Hague. Tel Aviv. Okay. It is apparently Hebrew. Should I just keep on doing geography until my streak ends and then I do other categories, or should I just do? I mean, I already beat my streak, and it's a pretty healthy streak, so I can just go back. I think I can just go back to doing literature because I've already beaten my streak anyway, and if my streak ends, then that's okay. Alright. Okay. Going back to literature. Okay. Not another Grishiver question. Okay, what color? So, let's just guess colors. Blue, red, green, yellow, purple. It was purple. Okay. Charles Arthur Lawson's book about Mouse, a famous historic figure. The Tale of Despereaux, if I can spell that correctly. Tale of Despereaux, E-A... Row... No, it's not Tale of Despereaux. No. Oh, Benjamin? But Ben... Like, Ben... Like, Ben and me. Okay. There we go. Okay, Pig Lantern coming in handy there. Alright, goes from what do the scientists seek to get sunshine? I mean, I guess sun, but that seems too obvious. Let's see what the hints are. Cucumbers, apparently. Okay. Okay, if not actually disgruntled, he was far from gruntled. Sounds like Gertrude Stein. Because of the repeated. Apparently it's not. Alright, let's see the hints. One of those long starts with P and ends with E. P.G. Wodehouse, okay. Okay. Okay, English Robin Hood lives where? Nottinghamshire? Or they want Sherwood Forest? Okay, yeah. Alright, can we get to 40? We're at 39 in a row. Can we get to 40? Okay, I'm back to geography. See if I can get 40 in a row. Second oldest city in the U.S. City-state. Oh, God. I mean, St. Augustine, Florida is the oldest. That's gonna be something obscure. I hope not. I hope it's not something very obscure. What in the world is this? Something Georgia. I need Pig Lantern for this. Or Saint something. Saint Maggiore, Florida. Or Saint Maggiore. Or Saint Mary's, Georgia. Thank God. Worked it out, but wasn't easy, but I worked it out. And then it did give me the Pig Lantern. $53.70, that's cutting it a little close. Only Arab country without a desert. So not Israel, not Jordan. I wonder if it's Tunisia, Sahara. About Palestine, Lebanon. No, not Lebanon's Bekaa Valley. That's okay. Yeah, no, it is Lebanon. Even though, yeah, the Bekaa Valley, that's not considered a desert. It's just a valley. But yeah, it was Lebanon. And then the odd thing is, I still got 4 points, even though it took me over 20 seconds. But I guess I was able to get it before the hints there. There are 3 Great Pyramids of Giza. Okay, let's get... How long will my streak last? Indianapolis, Indiana. Okay, which country was figure that's Iceland? Okay. is my streak going to last? Alright. Going back to literature. Okay, Zarathustra, Zarathustra. This is... Oh god. I think it's Nietchze. Oh, that's such a tough one to spell. Friedrich Nietzsche. That's such a tough one to spell. I'm sorry, I'm cheating. I'm looking. Nietzzsche, yeah. Tschz. That's so hard to spell. Really hard to spell. I know. I forgot how to spell his name. It's like I knew there was a TZ and HCH somewhere, but just couldn't quite. Yeah, I kind of cheated there. I looked up the, I kind of looked up how to spell it. I didn't want to lose on this one. Thankfully it gave me Piglanton anyway. Testament of Youth, I know that title. Who wrote that? I know that title. Shoot. I'm gonna need hints. No. Vic. What the hell? I've heard that title before, but maybe I don't know the author. Or, Vera Britton, yes. Yep. No, oh wait, it's Britton. There we go. Tricky, yeah, there's two T's in Vera Britton. I knew that title. Alright, we survive again. Okay, mind-bogglingly stupid, very ravenous here. By Douglas Adams, so... are those like those green things with the hands and the tongue sticking out? I think those are what those are called. Okay, well, my streak is gonna end right there, so... this is a ridiculously long answer. You know? Unless it gives me Piglanton and I can type it in time. But like... Ravenous Bog Blotter Boost of Trail. Well, yeah, that ain't right. So, yep. Bye-bye, streak. It was nice knowing you. Ravenous Bug Bladder Beast of Trawl. Alright, no chance. I'm pretty sure those are those green guys with the tongues and the hands, but like... of course I didn't know what they were called, but... okay. Oh, 46 in a row is not too shabby. Greatest Japanese haiku-ist, or they want haiku or Japanese. Yeah, it was. They just want haiku poet. Okay. Okay, Donald Sanders. How old was DA when he tragically died of a heart attack in May 2001? I don't think he was that young or that old. 2060s or... Nah, he didn't look too old. So... Might be... number of victories for boxing champ Rocky. Like, who knows the exact number. I hope it gives me please give me binary. I hope it gives me binary. Okay, now it's giving me octal. There's no way is he in his 40s? He was 49. Okay. Alright. That's very young. I knew it was pretty young. I didn't think it was that young. That's pretty insane. He was actually born the same year as my mom. Alright. Okay, this elephant has Horton. Okay. Door into Summer. This title sounds vaguely familiar, but I'm gonna need hints for this one. It's Robert Browning fits, I think. Robert Heinlein, yeah. It's in the Modern Library's Top 100 Novels quiz. So yeah, that's why it did ring a bell. I knew I've heard that title before. It was in the Modern Library's Top 100 Novels quiz. Alright, what is the only Tom Clancy to take place entirely before? Let's try The Hunt for Red October. Or what's the prequel to that? Could be Patriot Games, Cardinal and the Kremlin, Clear and Present Danger. I think once the first hint comes up. Okay, no, it's none of them. What else starts with it's not one of his best. It's not gonna be one of his best known novels. Without without remorse. There we go. Okay. Okay. And not one of his best known novels. Alright, Dragon's Dawn. Oh, this, I stock this in the library all the time. It's like, shoot. Who wrote that? That's the same, shoot. Anne McCaffrey, yeah. If I can spell her name correctly. Anne McCaffrey, how do you spell her name? Anne yeah, it's two C's, McCaffrey. It's another tricky one to spell. Okay. Something happened to Joseph Heller. This will be a record time for sure. No, it wasn't a record time. I'm surprised. I honestly thought that would be a record time. Maybe I actually had this question in the past, and I hold the record time, and maybe I got this one previously and I was quicker then. But I'm surprised. I expected that to be a record time. You know what? I think, you know what? I'm actually gonna end it here. I've been recording for about an hour now, and yeah, I did pretty well today. I only missed a couple questions. I should have got Henry Charrier, but I couldn't quite get his name right. But yeah, anyway, did very well. Got a new personal best, 46 in a row. Pretty impressive. But yeah, I might be doing some videos on Discord Trivia Bot in the future. But anyway, that is it for now. So long.